Hey guys, what's up? My name's Jen. I'm a former flight attendant, turned travel commentator, travel professional. I own my own travel agency. I help people travel every single day, and I just love talking about travel. Today, we are reacting to someone that I have not watched yet on this channel. Her name is Sierra Schultze. She had a YouTube channel that hit a million. I think it was over a million followers. She kind of abandoned that channel and turned it into something else that isn't as good, but in my opinion. So she has started really focusing on her vlog channel. She has been criticized sometimes for having her children in her videos and creating content around her kids. I think she really is kind of in that fine line. I don't watch her too often. Typically for me, once these influencers and stuff start having babies and families and their content kind of shifts to that, I get a little bit less interested just because that isn't my thing. But in this video, she actually titled it Flying Alone with My 5-Year-Old, and I thought that would be a really good topic for us to take a look at. Just because I'm not a parent doesn't mean I have zero experience traveling with kids. I've seen families fly all the time. I mean, the closest airport to me is Orlando Airport. The amount of kids on flights that I take coming back home or leaving out of here is insane. So I have a lot of experience seeing families travel and watching kids travel, talking to families that are traveling, talking to parents who are traveling, booking trips for parents and that kind of thing. A lot of my agents are moms too, so I talk to them a lot about that. I think I might be able to have a little bit to add here. We'll just see if she has any good tips or how she goes about it. I have seen parents do a very, very good job with keeping their children busy and being prepared for flights. Other families really struggle with it. Let's see how she does. I'm sure she's going to do just fine, but we might get some tips from her. For those of you who have kids and are flying out there, maybe this will be helpful for you. We'll see. I have not seen this video at all, so there might be some stuff that I'm skipping through here that does not have to do with travel. She lives in San Diego, so I wonder if this trip is bringing her daughter to Disneyland, because I know they did that recently. She works with Disney and does content and stuff for them sometimes, so this could be part of that. We'll see. She has 2 children. One is a couple years old, 3 years old. I'm not entirely sure. And then she has the 5-month-old. I always also commend parents who travel solo with their kids, especially babies and all of that. It probably is stressful and you probably have anxiety doing it just because it can be a lot, and it can probably be nerve-wracking because just traveling alone can be a lot. So adding a kid into the mix, a young child, can definitely make things go a lot more interesting. I'll just say it at that. Okay, let's watch. Her husband's name is Steven, so.
Hello and good morning. Welcome back to another vlog. I got up nice and early this morning and made it to the gym before my day with
You
the kids.
go, girl.
So I just finished up here, got showered and everything. I just did a strength training workout today. I didn't run. Now I'm starting to do some like cross training on my off days of just more like weights and mobility exercises. Now that I'm working with a trainer on.
Do you guys like to work out before you get onto the plane? That is something that I typically do enjoy doing, just because sitting for so long is hard for me, depending on the flight. I mean, if it's a super early morning flight, then I can't really get a workout in, but I at least try to go for like a walk if I'm not scrambling to pack and get everything ready. But getting a good workout in before your trip, it just feels like you've accomplished so much that day. I don't know why. But I have also traveled when I was very sore from working out, and that isn't the greatest either. So gotta find like a happy medium in there.
On Trainwell, she created a nice little workout schedule for me, so it felt good to get that in, and I feel awake and ready to go. So let's head home and get things started. So tomorrow we're leaving on a little mini beachy weekend vacation.
Ooh.
So I need to pack today. I just laid out a bunch of our clean clothes and stuff. I made my packing list.
Yes, love it.
Night. So I've just been collecting everything. I've got all the clothes laid out, ready to pack.
That brings up a whole other thing, like packing for your kids too. Oh my Lord. I'm gonna have to get better at packing for myself if I'm gonna have kids into the mix. Good thing that's probably a little ways off.
Featuring some of my faves from Quince, who is sponsoring today's vlog. The trip's only 2 nights, so really just like one main day. And this is what I'm gonna wear. So this is the 100% European linen sleeveless swing dress from Quince.
Okay, that's really cute.
How freaking cute is this?
Especially for the beach. Oh,
this. It's just
Adorable.
like so classic and beachy, but also like a very light and airy fabric.
I want that.
I just feel so cute in this. It's like the perfect length. It's like a little bit flowy, but not
It's a little
too
modest, but
oversized and
cute.
boxy. I'm obsessed. So excited to wear this. Also from Quince is this bag. This is their hand crocheted shoulder bag. Super cute. Adds
One thing I would like to do is travel more with dresses. You're a female, you know how easy it is. It's like you got one outfit right there. So nice. I've been doing it a little bit more and it is so much easier. If you have some dresses that are packable, oh, makes your life so much
a little
easier.
bit of texture to the outfit. It's got a little magnetic closure on the top and is surprisingly roomy.
Oh, that scares me.
Quince, the quality on everything is just
I could never have a regular purse like that, especially traveling. But if they're going to the beach, that could be a very cute beach bag. She does a lot of fashion stuff. Her main channel, she did tons of plus size fashion while she was pregnant and having her kids. She did tons of fashion things too. She is a little bit of a fashion girly, and compared to some other girls that I've reacted to on this channel, she's going to be a little bit more fashion forward. I would expect that from her.
Amazing. So yeah, this is the fit. I styled it with brown sandals and a little bandana. Super excited to wear this. And I don't get to wear a lot of dresses right now because breastfeeding, but this one has buttons. Oh, it's just so cute.
There you go. I'm going to kind of fast forward through some of this. If you guys are interested in her stuff, I'll link her original video down below. I always have the original videos linked down below.
All right, now I've got 11 minutes until I need to be downstairs with the kids. So let's see how much we can pack.
11 minutes. Okay. She's using a packing cube, it looks like. Yep, the compression. You can see, compared to my last video with Amber, like there's a little bit more organization going on. That being said, she's a little bit older than Amber Lynn and she's got kids and stuff. So like she kind of needs to be a bit more organized, and she's traveled a lot more than Amber has. Oh, cute, that little buzz shirt. A lot of parents say that packing cubes with kids is very, very handy. If you have certain cubes for each kid, then you know what you're grabbing. Even if you're putting certain outfits in each cube, or you have it split off to like your daytime outfits and then pajamas in each cube, parents say that packing cubes really help them stay organized. And I can see why. I can definitely see why. Oh, she's helping.
Got all the clothes packed for me, Grace, and Alice.
Wow.
So I'm really happy with that. I got a good amount done. I'm going to check all of those things off the packing list, and it's a good chunk of it. So I'll probably just finish tonight, maybe a little bit today with the kids, but Alice is waking up, so I'm going to make her a bottle. Right now, we're alternating breastfeeding and formula bottles. So I breastfed her before I left for the gym this morning.
And I'm sure that makes things interesting when she's flying. So we'll see how she handles that. If she's pumping beforehand, or is she bringing formula when they're traveling? I would guess that they're not traveling that far, being that they're in San Diego and just going on another beachy trip. So probably staying in California, but I don't 100% know.
Morning. It's too much. We have a little scale we use to measure it out. Perfect, 4 ounces. So now I am making her bottle, and then that's convenient because I think we're gonna leave the house in a little bit. And then that way I don't have to prep a bottle to bring out with us, because breastfeeding on the go is definitely more convenient. Shake it up and on the warmer.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Me too.
To go do some. Should we watch the new Miss Rachel with Elmo? Miss Rachel just posted a collab with Elmo, which
Oh my God, I've been hearing about Miss Rachel so much. People are saying their kids are learning sign language and stuff from her, and that she's actually very, very educational for kids. It is crazy how much I've been hearing about her lately. The kids are obsessed with Miss Rachel. I think the parents are too. I don't know, but good for her.
all the toddler moms know. It's like the collab of a century. Big sleigh. All right, we're moving a little bit slowly, but I am packing the diaper bag. We're about to get out of here. We're going to Target. Got a couple things to get there. And then
when you are flying with a child, if your child does have a seat, like you purchase a seat and you didn't buy a ticket for an in-lap child, depending on the airline and depending on the rules, I think it's typically 2 years old or younger, they can sit on your lap, which means that you purchase like a partial ticket for them. It's not a full ticket. And when you purchase an actual seat for for your child, they get the same baggage allowance. So you don't get any extra bags or anything. With a parent, you don't get any less bags just because it's a kid. You still get the typical one personal item, and then depending on the airline, the one larger item that you can put in the above bin. So parents I've seen take full advantage of that, which is totally fine. You can, especially if you purchased a ticket for them, and they don't really need the legroom under the seat too. So you can get a big old backpack under there. That's another thing that's kind of beneficial with that.
We're also gonna go. There's this boba shop that we love to go to and just hang out. They have like a bunch of kids' board games and cute little sitting area, and we'll get like a little lemonade. I told Grace we could go do
San
that
Diego is
today.
so
They
cute.
also have a claw machine that she loves. We've won a couple prizes there, but since we're getting out a little later than I planned, prepping a bottle to bring with us. This diaper bag has a little insulated pouch, which is nice. And then we use this little formula travel case. So I have 3 servings of pre-measured
That's
formula
pretty
in here.
handy.
And then you can just turn this top part to the one that you're ready to use. And you don't have to worry about measuring it out on the go, which is nice. Throw in a snack or 2 for Grace. All right. And we are headed out.
This is like a really cute thing too. If you are visiting a place and you're kind of having like a down, chill day, if you can find a place like this, how cute would this be to go hang out with your kids? I'm thinking specifically Disney areas. Find a cafe that has like games and stuff that's perfect for kids. How adorable and fun. Target. Getting those travel items.
Hello, hello. It is now almost the evening. It's approaching 5 o'clock. We've had just a chill afternoon at home since we got back. Target and boba was really fun. And then I did get a little more packing done. So that was great.
Oh, we didn't get to see it.
Yeah, I'm just feeding Alice. We're going to make dinner pretty soon. Checking in. Hello again. Hello, hello. It has
Hello.
been a busy evening. It is now almost 10 p.m. Things are finally winding down. Just been finishing up the packing, prepping the house, getting everything ready for the dogs because my in-laws are watching them while we're gone. So gotta make sure everything's
It's always a whole thing to prep your house or your place like before you leave too. I like to have my place really clean before I leave. So when you come home, you have fresh sheets in your bed and you can just come home and relax. There's nothing worse than coming home from a vacation and your house is a mess. You have so much to do. Highly recommend making sure you clean and have everything ready to go for when you come back. So much nicer.
And then I had book club kind of like
Fun.
smack dab in the middle of everything.
She just reminded me, once I can get memberships on this channel, I would love to do like a travel themed book club. I think it would be so much fun. Even if we did one book a month or something that had something to do with travel or vacation, I think it'd be so much fun. I don't know. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. Even if it's just like myself and a couple other people, I think it'd be really fun.
It was just virtual, but spent a good chunk of my evening doing that and chatting about our most recent read. We also decided on the next book that we're reading, which is The Women by Kristen Hanna. And I'm so excited because I've heard
this was recommended to me by someone on my last cruise. I heard it was really good.
such good things about that book. And I love Kristen Hanna. I love historical fiction. Absolutely love the way that she writes it. So I'm looking forward to it. I've got it downloaded, ready to go on my Kindle. So I might start that on the flight tomorrow. But for now, going to bed. Got a little bit more to do in the morning, but I feel pretty ready. So it was a good day. Hello and good morning. I am getting ready for the day.
Every clip, she's like, hello.
Getting ready to fly out to SLO. SLO being San Luis Obispo for the non-Californians watching. And I am so excited for this trip. So excited for this time with our friends that we're going with. Carson and Hannah, they're like two of our closest friends and they live up in Northern California. So this is a trip that we've done with them before and it's a nice like
I knew they were staying in Cali
to meet and spend the weekend together. And they have a son who's just a little bit younger than Grace. So it's going to be really fun. I'm really excited. And I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but it's just Alice and I that are flying out. Stephen and Grace.
I was wondering.
Driving and they already left. Originally we were all going to fly because it's like a super easy, quick 1 hour flight. But the flights were really expensive. So we're like, okay, let's just drive. But six hours in the car with Alice is a lot. 5 months old. Like she's pretty good in the car, but unpredictable at this age.
Mm.
And just like having to, stop for feeds and everything was just going to be more complicated. So Steven was like, what if you flew with Alice and I drove with Grace? We'll leave early, pick you up at the airport when you get there, and you and Alice will have like a super short travel day. And I was like, that
sounds amazing.
And we flew with Alice for the first time in June when we went to Washington with Kenzie and her family.
Okay, so this is her 5 months old Alice, her second flight, it sounds like, or second trip flying.
And
Third flight, probably.
Did great on the airplane. So I'm not too nervous for today. I mean, I guess just a little bit in the sense of like, again, the unpredictability. Like if things don't go great, if shit hits the fan, I am by myself. So a slight bit of nervousness there, but at the end of the day, it's a 1 hour flight. So it can only be so terrible.
My gosh.
And I don't think it's going to be terrible.
You got this.
Good. So yeah, Steven and Grace are doing a little daddy-daughter road trip. Alice and I
That's really cute too.
Airport in a little bit for hopefully a quick and easy flight. Also
really good to do a little trial run if you're just going to be by yourself for the first time too, just like a 1 hour flight. Very, very smart, I think.
A huge bonus that I think is going to make just navigating the airport and the whole flying experience so much easier. We have no luggage. We don't have to deal with any bags.
Oh yeah, she probably sent it with
in the car with Steven.
Yeah.
Even the stroller too. I am just gonna baby wear with the carrier, and then I have the diaper bag, and I have like my little fanny pack with my personal stuff. So we are gonna be
easy,
traveling light. And that being said, like not checking a bag, and also I have TSA pre-check. I'm literally gonna get to the airport like I want to be walking into the airport like 45 minutes before the flight, which is like Steven's worst night.
Yeah, I would not recommend that at all. She is going to a lot smaller airport. They have experience at this airport, but I don't recommend that one bit, especially if there's probably not very many flights going out to where she's going in the day. So if you were to miss it or something, really, really don't recommend it. I'm with her husband on this one.
First nightmare. And I know that is way more the norm. People love to get to the airport early, but I wouldn't say I like to cut it close. I just don't feel the need to have like a ton of extra time, especially like if it's a domestic flight, if there aren't like complicating factors like checking a bag. I
mean, that's true.
To get there super early. I still would if Steven was flying with us because I don't want to stress him out, but it's just me and Alice, and that means we're probably.
I would go, oh my God, think about it. 45 minutes before the flight, you start boarding 30 minutes before. So if any little hiccup going through TSA were to happen, you don't have a lot of wiggle room there. Girl, an hour and a half minimum? Oh my Lord. She is getting wild. This is wild in my book.
Probably gonna cut it a little close, but I have never missed a flight and I'm not gonna start today. So, traveling with my dad a lot growing up, he was always like this. He didn't like to do a lot of waiting once we got to the airport. And he would always say, if you haven't almost missed a flight, you're wasting time. You're just sitting there doing nothing.
I do not recommend.
I'm gonna be taking the morning slow.
I do not condone this whatsoever.
I already did Alice's first feed of the morning at like 6:30, and then she went back down. So I actually got to just chill for a little bit. I just played on my phone and crawled back.
Thinking about it though, if you have kids with you or like she's gonna have a kid with her, like it does make sense that you want to cut down that waiting period. But girl, 45 minutes, no.
Back in bed, and then now I've just been getting myself ready. I also finished up packing the diaper bag. I just needed to like prep the bottles. I have them pre-filled with water in the diaper bag. Everything
she is prepared and ready to go.
I will see you at the airport.
We are ready to travel. I need to find a trash can. Currently carrying a dirty diaper in my hand since I changed her in the car.
I've been a flight attendant, like collecting trash in the aisles, and people have handed me dirty diapers before. It is absolutely disgusting. And fun fact, you're not supposed to throw diapers into the trash in the galleys. They need to be thrown in the trash in the lavatories. So you need to make sure you go into the lav and throw your dirty diaper away. Please never hand a flight attendant a dirty diaper. That is disgusting. Even if it's in a bag, please take care of it. That is nasty. We don't want any part of that. Plus, they can't be thrown into a trash that is going to be in the galley. So maybe that will put a little bit of your mind at ease because the food and stuff is in the galleys. A little fun fact there.
There we go. But yeah, just parked. It was quicker than I expected. I
Beautiful airport.
Parking. I'm at about an hour and 10 minutes before the flight leaves.
Okay, so
walk sign is on.
So even a little earlier than I planned, but
there you go. See,
go through TSA.
That's a little bit better.
Also really nice baby wearing at the airport because I can actually take the escalator. Whereas if I had the stroller, we would be waiting in line for the elevator right now.
That's true.
Right, just got through TSA. Took a little bit of extra time because they had to do extra testing.
What did I say? Just saying. Just saying. See, I don't have a kid, but I know how things operate.
On the liquids that I had for formula.
She probably doesn't have to go very far, though.
The way they word it on like the TSA website is you can bring liquids for baby formula, whether it's like water or pre-made, in reasonable amounts, and they're just subject to extra testing. So I could have just brought the bottles empty if I didn't want to deal with that, but I didn't want to have to worry about, you know, finding a good water source when we got in here and measuring it all. So I
think if I were a parent, I would probably do the same thing. You are allowed to bring it through. They do just go through extra testing. If you go to tsa.gov, they have a search bar, so you can type in exactly what you're wondering about bringing, and it pops up the rules and regulations for that particular item, and you can type in anything. They have a huge log of items, and I think it is so helpful, especially with kids when you're wondering about the formula and all of that.
opted to bring them pre-filled and worked out fine. And my gate is literally like right outside.
Lucky.
From TSA.
Very nice.
But since we're early, we are going in search of some coffee.
You're
doing so good.
She is being so good. She's so content in there. Yum. She's just chilling. Oh, Alaska Airlines, I love them.
I have an empty world. We hit the jackpot.
Oh, she's so cute. Not that she would necessarily show her baby being upset, but this baby seems so happy.
It's so good.
She's so content in her little carrier.
Alice, that just couldn't have gone better. Oh my gosh, she did awesome. She had no issue with the pressure change. She fell asleep like shortly after takeoff and slept for the whole flight. We got delayed a little bit on the tarmac before takeoff, but she was fine. She was chilling. And actually, don't really mind that too much because I was going to be waiting here anyways for like an hour until Stephen and Grace got here to pick us up. So now we're just waiting less here. I think we're going to be here in like 10 minutes. They said around 2 o'clock, and it is 1:51. So really great timing.
What a nice trip for her. Easy.
It went smoothly. I think us flying was definitely the move. And
she was prepared with the bottles, the formula, everything. Those. You even saw that she had like a little toy. I think it really couldn't have gone any smoother.
So excited for this weekend. Fun little weekend by the beach with our friends. It's gonna be great.
Like so cute to have like a little travel buddy with you too. Oh, fun. Aw. Oh, cute. Oh, what a great family vacation. For those of you who have kids, does it always go this smoothly? Because that was seamless. I mean, it was just an hour flight, even with that little delay. I'm sure it wasn't that long. If you have traveled with kids before, go ahead and drop your favorite tips below. Things that have helped you flying with children. If you guys kind of like this topic, I will definitely try to find some more videos of flying with kids. Maybe we can try to find one where things don't go as well, and maybe we'll get some more tips on what to do. But you couldn't have asked for a better flight with a kid, honestly. And they had a whole row, like beautiful. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.